Dear students, I, Mr. Vishal Shah, Assistant Professor, Krishna Institute of Pharmacy, Karad, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So, today we are going to discuss about the methods of preparation for the phenol. Now, first see the learning outcomes of this session. After this session, learners will be able to explain the methods used for the preparation of the phenol. Let's begin with these methods used for the preparation of the phenol. Now, first method that is used for the preparation of the phenol is from chlorobenzene. Now, this method is also known as Dow's process because this was invented first by the scientist Dow. That's why this process is given on behalf of his name. That's why it is known as the Dow's process. Now, what this particular method involves? Now, in this method, when chlorobenzene is fused with the sodium hydroxide at 370 degree and 4000 psi pressure, sodium phenoxide is produced. Actually, we know that chlorobenzene is also known as the haloarenes. Halo that stands for the halogen and arenes that for the benzene ring. These haloarenes are easily obtained from the benzene. In electrophilic substitution reaction of the benzene, we have seen when we carry out the chlorination of the benzene, we will get the chlorobenzene. So this chlorobenzene is obtained by chlorination of the benzene. This chlorobenzene is when fused with the sodium hydroxide at 370 degrees Celsius temperature and 4000 psi pressure. First it will be converted into the sodium phenoxide. We know sodium phenoxide or phenoxide means what? C6H5 and the O, this is known as the phenoxide ion. And if this phenoxide ion is bonded to nitrogen, it is known as the sodium, it is bonded to the sodium, it is known as the sodium phenoxide. Now, finally, this sodium phenoxide on acidification with the dilute hydrochloric acid, it will be converted into the phenol. This sodium phenoxide is nothing but the salt of the phenol with the sodium. And as we know, salt undergo hydrolysis when they are treated with the dilute acid. So here sodium phenoxide on treatment with the dilute hydrochloric acid, it will be converted into the phenol. So this is about the first method, which is commonly also known as the Dow's process. In this method, the phenol is prepared from the chlorobenzene. Also, we can see that as chlorobenzenes are prepared from the benzene, so indirectly we are preparing phenol here from the benzene. So chlorobenzene is converted into the phenol by treatment with the sodium hydroxide. So this is about the first method. Now second method involves the preparation of the phenol from sodium benzene sulfonic acid. Now we know what is benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene sulfonic acid is obtained from the benzene by reacting it with the sulfuric acid. Benzene sulfonic acid that is formed is further treated with the molten sodium hydroxide at high temperature, which leads to the formation of sodium phenoxide. Now you can see this reaction. This is benzene sulfonic acid. We know that this benzene sulfonic acid is obtained from the benzene by treating with this H2SO4. This is another electrophilic substitution reaction of the benzene. So here also indirectly benzene is a starting material used for the synthesis of the phenol. So first we have converted benzene into the benzene sulfonic acid. This benzene sulfonic acid is when treated with the sodium hydroxide at high temperature, that is the 300 degrees Celsius, it will be converted into the sodium phenoxide. Means again here also we are getting sodium phenoxide or sodium phenoxide is obtained. In previous method also we have seen there is a formation of sodium phenoxide that is taking place, and as we know this is your salt. this sodium phenoxide on acidification with the hydrochloric acid, it will be converted into the phenol. That is the finally sodium phenoxide on acidification with the dilute hydrochloric acid, it will be converted into the phenol. So this is about the second method where we have synthesized a phenol from sodium benzene sulfonic acid. So here this particular salt is converted first into the sodium salt. That's why here sodium benzene sulfonic acid is given. This is nothing but the benzene sulfonic acid. Now we will shift to the third method. Third method involves preparation of the phenol from hydrolysis of diazonium salt. Now this term diazonium salt is quite different. You may have not heard this particular term. Now diazonium ion means what? Diazonium salts are consisting of C6H5 and nitrogen that is having a triple bond with the nitrogen, that is known as the diazonium salt. Now let's see how phenol is obtained from this diazonium salt. Phenols can be obtained by heating aqueous solution of the diazonium salt. Here we are not going to use diazonium chlorides. Now diazonium salts can be used in the form of the sulfates as well as the chlorides. Chlorides are commonly used, but here we are not going to use the chlorides because when chlorides are used, they leads into the formation of the different byproducts. So that's why chlorides are not used when we are going to synthesize phenol from the diazonium salt. For example, phenol is obtained from the aniline in the following way. In this case, these diazonium salts are prepared from the aniline itself. How? That first we will see. Aniline means what? C6H5 and NH2. As nitrogen atom is present over here, this aniline is considered as a basic compound. So this aniline, when treated with the mixture of the HNO2, HNO3 and H2SO4, that is the here in this case sodium nitrite is also utilized, which leads into the formation of the HNO2, that is the nitrous acid that is formed. Due to the use of this nitrous acid, this NH2 is converted into the N2HSO4. Here this N2, that is the two nitrogen atoms that are present, they are present triply bonded to each other, that is the N triple bond N. That's why one nitrogen atom is having a positive charge. This is known as the diazonium salt. As here we have utilized a sulfuric acid, it is known as the diazonium hydrogen sulfate. As we know, diazonium chlorides are not utilized here. If we use HCl over here instead of sulfuric acid, we will get the diazonium chloride. So as this diazonium salts in which nitrogen atom is having a positive charge, they are unstable, and that's why it is quite easy to replace these diazonium groups from the benzene ring. So this is the easiest way by which these groups can be easily replaced with the other functional group. So here the phenol is actually prepared from the aniline, but first aniline is converted into the diazonium salt. How? By treating it with the sodium nitrite and the H2SO4. Due to the treatment of the sodium nitrite and H2SO4, there will be formation of nitrous acid will take place. Remember, HNO3 is nitric acid. Here HNO2 should be there. HNO2 is known as the nitrous acid and HNO3 is nitric acid. So that is the difference between HNO3 and HNO2, which leads into the conversion of diazonium hydrogen sulfate, that is the diazonium salt, and further this diazonium salt on treatment with the water, it will be converted into the phenol. So this salt, this diazonium group is replaced by the hydroxyl group. In this way there will be formation of the phenol will takes place. Now it is a very valuable method for making phenols from aryl amines. Aryl amine means what? This aniline is nothing but the example of aryl amine. NH2 is nothing but the amino group, and this benzene ring is known as the aryl. So that's why this is the very valuable method where aryl amine are used as a starting material, and these aryl amines are produced by nitration and reduction of the arenes. Means how these aryl amines are prepared? First we are getting arenes. Arenes means what? Benzene. If we carry out the nitration of the benzene, we will get the nitrobenzene, and further this nitro group can be easily reduced to the amino functional group, which leads into the formation of the aniline. So indirectly in this method we can synthesize phenols again from the benzene or the arenes. So this is about the third method that is used for the preparation of the phenol, that is the from hydrolysis of the diazonium salt. Another thing, hydrolysis means what? Lysis, that is the breakdown in presence of the water. So here this structure is broken down into two parts. One is benzene and other one is this diazonium salt, and hydroxyl group is attached to this benzene part. That's why this is known as the hydrolysis of the diazonium salt. Now we will shift towards the next method, that is the from coal tar. Now we know what is the meaning of coal tar. Coal tar is a byproduct that is obtained from the steel industry. So carbonization of the coal tar gives different oil fractions. Light oil fraction, where we have prepared benzene from the light oil fraction. Also it gives middle oil fraction and the heavy oil fraction. So this middle oil fraction is consisting of the phenols, cresols and naphthalene. Now this middle oil that is obtained from the carbonization of the coal tar, this oil is cooled, which leads into the formation of the whatever the naphthalene is there. This naphthalene is deposited as solid because naphthalene is having the less boiling point, and due to which cooling this naphthalene is converted into the solid, which is removed. So this naphthalene and cresols, they are present as a impurities. That's why it is necessary to remove this from the phenol. So naphthalene is removed by cooling so that it will be deposited as a solid, and this solid can be easily removed by the centrifuging by the mixture. Now whatever the oil that is left, it is agiated with the sodium hydroxide solution when phenol and cresol are both dissolved as a salt, because we know phenol is an acidic compound which on treatment with the NaOH it will be converted into the sodium phenoxide. So sodium phenoxide is salt, and salts are easily dissolved, and further once these salts are dissolved, the phenols are recovered from the above solution by passing carbon dioxide through it, and phenol is finally isolated from the phenolic mixture by distillation. Here whatever that phenoxide ion is there, that phenoxide ion is treated with the carbon dioxide, which leads into the formation of the phenol, and phenol and cresol, whatever these two phenols are there, they are obtained by distillation process. Next and last method that is used for the preparation of the phenol is from cumin. Now cumin is an organic compound that is obtained by the Friedel-Crafts alkylation of the benzene with the propylene. So here if we perform the Friedel-Crafts alkylation of benzene with the propene, there will be formation of the cumin will takes place. Cumin is nothing but the isopropyl benzene. So this is nothing but the another electrophilic substitution reaction of the benzene, that is the Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So Friedel-Crafts alkylation of the benzene gives a cumin. Now second step in the preparation of the phenol is upon oxidation of the cumin, that is the isopropyl benzene, in presence of air, cumin hydroperoxide is generated. So cumin on oxidation, it is converted into the cumin hydroperoxide. This is the second step. And in last step, the cumin hydroperoxide that is generated, this on treatment with the dilute acid, it is converted into the phenol. This cumin hydroperoxide that is we have got in the last step, it is treated with the dilute acid at 100 degrees Celsius so that it will be converted into the phenol along with the acetone. So this method is important because it will be involving formation of phenol as well as the acetone. So these are the various methods used for the preparation of the phenol. Now this exercise you have to do, type this particular link and give the answer for the questions. Thank you.